starting.
Oh, I forgot.
We're live. You forgot? We're live.
I forgot. Oh no.
Yes. We're here. This is the Electric Chainsaw Podcast number 3 with myself and that guy with the face over there, Alectric, and our guest who just did a lovely smile for us, Anthony Knight, famous reactor. You might know him. Might have seen him somewhere. You know,
maybe. Doubt it. Doubtful.
I mean, we hope you've seen him around. Who knows?
20,000 just passed.
I mean, really?
You know.
Really?
Yes.
Ooh.
I tried.
I tried
making that money.
I enjoyed your 30,000. It's like, yeah, no, it's a good milestone, but it's quite an interesting number. Just like, 32.
Yeah, 32.
yeah.
For the longest time, it took me forever to hit a milestone because my channel grows slowly compared to others, and I think it's because I don't pander like a lot of reactors where they just go, everything's fucking great, everything's amazing. I lost subs when I did my reaction to Legends when Constantine first appeared. I lost subs because of that video. So it's like, you know.
Understandable. But yeah.
Well, why? Okay, wait. First off, I haven't been keeping up with Legends. So did something happen that made you upset and that you went off?
No, it's the fact that I don't react to Legends as in Constantine appeared. I'm like, okay, I'm going to react to the episodes. It's Constantine. Yeah. And I said multiple times, he was a highlight of the episode. He's the best part. And Vixen and this whole side story with this other water totem lady, I don't give a shit about. It made no sense. I don't care. People are like, man, how can you say that's the best show? And like, that's your opinion. I don't agree with you. And then, it's just like people keep bitching at me. Like, you don't like Legends anymore. I'm like, I haven't liked it in a long time. It's just not new information.
This is true.
Exactly.
Anyways, but the show's gotten better because Wally's on the show and Constantine's going to be in season 4 if it gets renewed. Just saying.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
All they need is Jonah. And it's done. The dream.
Jonah, will you join the Wave Rider? He's like, what? You shoot somebody? What? What do you mean? What?
But isn't there really bad inescapable consequences if I leave my time? And they're like, nah, fuck it. We have this girl that's been on the time ship forever. It's good.
Yeah,
she's hop on.
She's fallen in love with this Cinnamon Steel. We don't understand where that's going.
Yeah, we don't fucking know. Maybe.
Yeah, Vixen and Cinnamon Steel. Well, Citizen Steel. They're in love, and it's just. It makes no sense. Like, it makes me question, wait, is this Vixen in 2018's grandfather? Like, is that what they're setting up? That she gets pregnant with his kid and it turns out that's the grandfather of the Vixen we know now in the current timeline? I don't know.
Please no.
Timey-wimey shit. That's what it is. It's just
timey-wimey stuff.
Timey-wimey.
Who's even on the show anymore?
Well, Rip is barely on the show anymore. Wally's on the show, which is a big plus. You have Zari, which you don't care about her at all. And then after the time loop episode, which should have been the worst episode of the season, was actually decent.
Wait, which episode?
Time loop, where she relives the same hour a bunch of times, and she has to explain every single time she comes out of the loop to explain what's happening. And she's having to go to Cinnamon Still, which is like the worst option to go to, but she still goes. It's just crazy.
So I guess we're just jumping into fucking Legends here.
I guess.
All right, so I'll go on the record. This is not a Legends hate podcast, even though we are all in the opinion that it's not that great. But I'll give it some credit. It has been decent with Wally, and this, like you said, Constantine episode was one of its strongest this season. So it can only kind of go up from this point. So I'll give it that. But I think it's funny watching that one Wally episode. I won't say too much, but just the fact that he had that, like, he was so invigorated just to be there. He was just like, yes, Wally, yes, this is who you are. This is what you.
He was that excited.
Yeah,
it's so good.
Well, because his character keeps getting pushed to the side on the Flash, so it's like he actually gets to shine, but and be a part of a team that actually likes him, or appreciates him,
It's like, oh, this is why I didn't fit in, because they were all smart people apparently. They're all scientists.
His fucking sister doesn't say anything about him. Oh, exactly. I don't know where he is. Oh,
yeah. The thing that I kind of hated about that one Flash episode where Jesse was, is when Jesse gets there, they're all kind of just like, oh, okay. And it's like, wow. And then Barry, and then Barry's just kind of like, well, he's not here, by the way, so fuck off. It's like, do you not care about anyone? Like, what is wrong with you? Like, that's just my thing.
That's so true.
That's how it is. It's like, well, he's not here. They have to throw that line in. Like, yeah, he's not here. We don't know where he is. He's been gone for several weeks now.
He was in China. That was never explained, but yeah, there he was.
They never explained. Yeah, he never said he was going. He just shows up.
Yeah,
he's there. God, I just hope
like they throw it out there saying like, oh, he's not here. Like that's the only reason that she has to show up.
Exactly. That's exactly it too. Like they just don't care about it that much. Or it's like the only reason you'd be here for Wally. That's right. That's it. It's like, fuck, like, her dad's here, you ass.
Like he's not here, so
it's like, so what are you doing here exactly?
Yeah.
Besides your dad? I mean, you kicked him off the earth. Like, what's up? It's like, it's so convenient she was there when the bomb goes off. Ooh, Jesse's here. Oh, go get Jay. I gotta stay here and keep running. So, I think it makes sense that Jay got tired out because he's way older. I get it. And he's like, I've never seen this before. So it shows that Barry taps into stuff that Jay couldn't. He's like, I've never seen this before. Like, good new trick. He's like, what the hell? And then he starts losing momentum. And then, of course, he can't execute a lightning throw to stop the bomb. So it makes sense. And then, of course, Jesse is like, well, I got to get off the surf. Like, nope, she's not leaving. She's just here.
I think that was a really good episode because it gave us kind of like, it showed us that speedsters are kind of vulnerable. Like they're not just unstoppable. Obviously like Zoom and Reverse Flash can be vulnerable or can make the Flash vulnerable, but just himself, his powers, like he's not just all the time facing regular crooks like, oh, I can just fucking go and nothing can stop me. It's no, when you're in this situation, you're gonna feel it. Like you're there, that was a great touch where he's just like fucking like sweating and just like, I can't fucking do this. That was cool. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, I like that.
I do have to point out there's one thing I do want to mention real quick. Someone commented saying the CW shows suck, I think. You think, okay. The villains are so underdeveloped. Have you seen Supergirl this season? Because I don't think that's not an underdeveloped villain. Definitely not. With Rain. But
I agree with that.
I think I don't know why they pushed that show off for 9 weeks for Legends, but that's beside the point.
I missed it. I didn't realize.
I know. And I was like, come on, please.
When I heard about that, I was so upset.
Did you throw a tantrum?
Like 9 weeks? I'm like, why would you potentially mess up the fandom of that show?
Yeah. Because, I mean, that show has like, even though maybe the viewership hasn't been higher, but it's consistently getting more praise than the other shows so far. So why are you pushing it off for one of the weaker shows in terms of viewership? I just don't get that whole point. I guess because Andrew Kreisberg got fired is a big point because he wasn't a show producer, so they had to kind of rework some things. But they're still shooting the show. It's not like they went on a break. They're actually still shooting. But like they're way ahead of schedule. I mean, they're airing. They're going to be airing into June, but they're way ahead of schedule compared to other shows because they're actually still filming while the others are still filming, and they're just holding off. So they have more time to make the shows better, the episodes.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But that is the CW for you. They literally They fucked up the schedule this whole time. And still no announcements for any of the shows being returning. Nothing. It's like no renewal, just sitting here waiting. And it's like last year in 2017 in January, they announced all 4 CWDC shows coming back. And now we're getting close to the end of March and nothing. Kind of scares me a little bit. Like, what's happening here?
What's going on?
That's what I'm saying. Oh no.
I don't
know. But then again, as you know, Roy's back. The boy Roy.
Okay. Before we get into Arrow, I think we need to continue to cover Legends because I have some more about Legends.
You have some more things to say about that dumpster fire. What? Of a show.
Oh, fuck. Just getting over being sick. So, yes. But, yeah.
Oh, my God. Diggo's dumb helmet's here. Sorry. Anyways, continue.
Oh, no, it's okay. Fanboy.
Yeah.
Please. Like, oh, my God.
Diggo's dumb helmet. Oh, God.
He's here. I didn't think he'd pop in. Oh.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah. With the whole Ava Sarah relationship, I don't know if I'm alone on this, but I just get absolutely zero chemistry from them. And I don't know if I'm alone on that, but I'm sitting there like, it's fine, it's whatever. Like, they can do whatever they want because obviously they've established early on that Sarah's bi. But it's just kind of like, I don't feel it, man. They're just talking weirdly. I don't know.
Is Ava the spirit totem chick? Is that her?
Oh, she's part of like
Rip's new time bureau thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
the bureau guys.
But they set up early on because Sarah fought Ava on the Wave Rider.
Yeah.
Like they were fighting because the time bureau is against the Legends, and then it's now morphed into.
Of course.
I'm not the well, she wasn't the leader of the time bureau for a while, but it's like I'm against the Legends. I hate the Legends. I'm gonna hook up with the the leader of the group. That's what I'm gonna do.
It's like, what?
It's so bizarre. But I should have seen it coming because it's typical writing. You develop a new force against the Legends, and then of course they have to team up because the threat is too big. They have to work together.
The threat is too big. Yeah, exactly.
What exactly is the threat this season?
What was like a demon? Something Malice.
It's like a demon. It's weird.
It's a demon. We've heard the voice. It's John Noble who did the voice of Scarecrow in Arkham Knight. We've never seen a physical form of him. He's always possessing people. Okay, here's the connection, Anthony. You saw Arrow season 4, correct? Arrow season 4. You remember Damien Dark's daughter Nora, the little girl that we barely saw, but then she just disappeared. No one knew what happened to her.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So it turns out Nora is possessed by Malice, and they recasted her as Brandon Routh's actual wife, the Atom's actual wife in real life. They cast her as Nora Dark in the future, and that's the connection. They connected one of the worst things in the Arrowverse, Arrow season 4. They connected to Legends season 3. Like, oh yeah, you know that daughter that just disappeared when Damien Dark got killed? Yeah. Well, she's alive and she's possessed by Malice. Yeah.
yeah. No, not an issue.
Oh yeah, Damien Dark is brought back in this season. But yeah, who cares? He was in Arrow season 4, Legend season 2. Now he's back again in Legend season 3. Why not?
Oh, and Legend season 2, the whole theme was letting go of people that died, so you just let them die. But it's fine. Bring them back.
Yeah, they brought him back.
Fine. They brought him back. They continued the shit on Laurel Lance's character by bringing back Damien Dark because the point of season 2 of Legends was letting things in time happen. And that's exactly what she let go of it. She's like, all right, I guess that's right. I should put Damien back in the time and let him die in season 4 of Arrow. Shittily as he will, but he'll die. Fuck him. And then it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Here he is.
Like, I know that but I thought that they put him back in his regular time at the end of the last season. So how is he back this season?
That is a good question. They never explained that.
Are you serious?
Just like he's in a
they
box.
Go back to like this medieval London time period, like 1890, something like that. It felt like a vampire setting, like Dracula. And then it's like, oh yeah, we have the body of Damien Dark here. We're gonna bring him back through some kind of ritual. I'm like, what the fuck? Wait, what? And then they never explained how his body got dragged out of the timeline or something. Yeah. They never explain it.
Okay, wait.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Wait.
Yeah.
Shit, we got Legends fans. We got Alex. Holy shit, we got Billy
Boy in here.
Yeah. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay. The Damien Dark that's currently right now in Legends, is this the Damien that died from Arrow, or is this a previous Damien Dark before he fought Arrow? Or do we not know?
We don't even know because they haven't even explained it.
Okay.
So what they did was, I don't know if it's the same actress, but like during the Constantine episode in episode 10, they had Nora a few years older from Arrow season 4. That's where the first connection came in, where this is Nora a few years older, and she's like possessed by malice. But then you see an older version of Nora, like recasted again, and she's possessed by malice. But we see her throughout the time period of the show, but then we see Nora a few years later after Damien's death in the timeline. So it's a whole thing to where they don't really necessarily explain 100%, oh, this is the Damien Dark that died again, blah, 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 blah. It's just Damien Dark is brought back to life in the 1800s setting, and he's back, and he is basically trying to bring forth malice, but yet we don't know who Malice is. There's a lot of theories of who it is. It's a version of Rip Hunter, which would be interesting, but he's not been on the show much, so it wouldn't make any sense to be a huge threat. We don't know. They keep saying we're going to see a physical being. We're going to see the physical version of Malice. Well, it must be completely CG because we have not seen it yet.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, for these Legends fans, I'll give you 3 fucking things. I'll give you 3. So, I don't think I've laughed so hard from a CW show until I saw the Constantine episode. And I don't know if you share my sentiment, Mr. Chainsaw, but when fucking Leo is on the table being about to be lobotomized, and then Constantine and fucking Sarah bust through and stop, and they're like, I was going to seduce you. No, I was going to seduce you. And he's just like, nobody better seducing anybody while I was being lobotomized. And I was like, I lost my shit. Honestly, I lost my fucking shit.
Because it had 3 of the best characters on the show at the time. You had Leo, a version of Captain Cold, Sarah, and Constantine. That's why.
But here's the thing. I'll give you that. Exactly. That's why it made me laugh. And then there was the fucking karaoke scene, which is 2 of the other best characters, kind of just fucking Wally and Rip, just Careless Whisper. Doing a nice, it was hilarious. Honestly, I loved that. And then probably the most surprising one, Mr. Cinnamon Steel.
Oh God.
And Mr. Ray Palmer.
Ooh.
You know how they're like fucking, they're just bros. Like there's those fucking I'll wear suns out, guns out at the beach.
Yeah.
T-shirt bros. So when they're like, it comes back from Ray like being captured. It happens a lot, so no spoilers. But but he's just like, dude, yeah, this is happening. And then she's just like, bro, did you hit that? And I'm just like laughing because I'm like, they're just fucking the bros. And it's so fucking, it's so dumb, but it's so good. At the same time, just how bro-y they are.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh no, Billy's giving us an explanation of what that Damien is. We overlooked it.
Well, it's funny because you give us the explanation, but the show clearly didn't try to give us any. It's just, oh, he's here. But I'm curious.
Show anymore?
No. Here's the beauty. He left at the end of the Constantine episode, and it was just gone. There was no big send-off. He's just gone.
Right?
Yeah.
Fucking right? That was garbage. I hated that send-off. He's like, well, bye now. Bye, Mick watching fucking football. Bye.
Yeah.
Like, oh, my best friend's doppelganger. Bye. It's like, okay.
Best friend over here. Bye. Bye.
Yeah, no. We're not. Yeah, like I said, there, Billy Boy and Alex. We're not saying a hate fest. It's just that you should be established that it is not our favorite show. Every single one of us here. So there's nobody to say, excuse me. That's not correct, but it's fine. But yeah, honestly, it gets me excited for because they're going to Jonah Hex, and then Constantine will be back. So it gives me hope for the show.
Did you see the newest episode that aired this Monday or no?
No, I didn't.
Okay, you're really gonna like it. I'm telling you. You're gonna go, oh wait, this is actually a good show now. Wait a minute. I'm curious so Anthony hasn't seen Legends. I'm curious, Anthony, out of the 3 shows, Supergirl, Arrow, Flash, which one has been your favorite, or at least which one has surprised you the most?
This season?
Yes, this season.
Probably Supergirl.
I agree.
It's the best.
It is the best.
Out of those 3, yeah. Supergirl.
I don't know.
I'm blown away because I'm like, wow, this show is actually the best. I never thought I would say that.
Yeah.
And it didn't need Superman to do that. It didn't need him.
That's true.
But I still kind of want him a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Just saying. I mean, who's going to fight the World Killers? The Legion? Fuck no, get Superman. God damn it. Come on.
Yeah, yes. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Well, Mon-El does get his suit, his Valor suit, which I'm really excited about.
I heard about that.
Yes, it is. Well, it's low quality picture, but it is out there. You can find pictures. Because people behind the scenes, when they're behind the scenes on the show, don't realize, don't post pictures because he's in the suit. I'm like, wow, that actually looks good. Okay.
Yeah, right.
But they just do it. But I'm quite surprised that Arrow got better after Felicity and Oliver got married. It actually got better. I'm like, wait a minute. I had to say it.
One 10-minute sequence, and then all of a sudden it's like, fuck, this is good.
This is actually a better show now. Wait a minute. What just happened?
Yeah.
Is that if this is what we needed to get a better show, like in season 4, they should have got married right at the beginning of season 4. If we could actually had a better season, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The focus would actually been off it. Yeah.
I agree.
Like Star-Lord said, the fucking will they, won't they? Once that's done, they can focus on other shit. It's like, yeah, they did. It's okay now. So I seen a promo for the new episode of Arrow, where it looks like Roy has a new, I don't even call it a suit. It's just an outfit. And it's it sucks because it's like, oh, here he is. He's going. He's tied to a chair. It's like, okay. I mean, that's not that good, but here he is. And then he's like, damn, I'm tied to another chair because now I'm in fucking with Diaz, and then he's hurt. And it's like, please don't do this to me. Don't bring him back. Just a sideline of the first episode.
Well, did you so wait, you saw the pic? You saw because people keep telling me, have you seen Roy? His suit he's gonna be wearing in the upcoming episode. I'm like, yeah, I haven't seen it, but I hear it's like really good, or it's good. So I haven't seen it.
Reminiscent of Z Rebirth, where he has a hand.
Ooh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, that's always a good choice. I think I like that style. So,
well, I think it's interesting how they both have both Speedies going out there, or Speedy and Arsenal going out at the same time. I think that's interesting. It's like
that never happened.
Yeah,
right.
It's one last hoorah on the show until they both leave. Unfortunately.
No, they're gonna pull 180 on us, kill Thea, then Roy's gonna be like, "I'm gonna be so angry that I stay." That's it.
I wish that was true.
And then here's what they're gonna fucking do: they're gonna kill off Black Siren, and then in Legends they're gonna bring back Laurel, and they're gonna be like, "Gotcha! We're not gonna actually redeem Black Siren because she's dead now." And it's like, you know how much that would fucking take all our expectations fucking out the window. Done.
Like you do all this stuff to set up the potential Black Siren. Who knows her Royal Alliance, and then it's like dead. And
then she dead.
This time Diaz stabs her in the chest with an arrow instead of Damien Dark. It's like it's a whole, you get to die the same way.
Yep. But then
about that with Black Tyrant, I actually like what they're doing with her more than I thought I would. Simply because in there, like what they're trying to do, but at the same time, she's sticking true to her character and not just being redeemed so quickly. And I like the fact that it's not just a 2-episode kind of thing.
And I'm glad you said that, because there's a lot of people that are getting tired of them dragging it out. But it's like, if Black Siren would have, like you said, like 2 episodes, she changes completely, it would have made no sense, because they set up in Flash season 2 towards the end that she was loyal to Zoom. Yeah, why would she just automatically? Yeah, and then she became loyal to Prometheus. Why would she change automatically just because of, oh, I saw this person? Well, yeah, but you knew there was a doppelganger of your father. You saw him at the end of season 5. Why would you automatically change now? It just makes no sense.
Exactly.
So I'm fine with it. That means towards the end of the season, she's going to shift. And then she'll be, and then I think, honestly, Dinah Drake's a goner. I think they're going to kill her. I have a feeling they're going to kill her off. Because they can, well, I don't know about Curtis and fucking, Haas.
Fucking Renee.
Fucking Renee. I forgot his name because I was, yeah. But I have a feeling Dinah Drake might get killed. But I was thinking that before she kind of had this moment of, thank you, Curtis, for stopping me from killing Black Siren and doing that. But I thought that when she went full on like revenge mode, that they were going to kill her off, because it's a complete 180 of her character. Like she turned around, she killed off the guys that she wanted to. When I was like, don't do this, and she still shoots him. And then she came around and started working with him, and she puts on the suit, and then it's like, now she wants to kill Black Siren. Understandable, but you're becoming a villain now, because you're like, I'm gonna kill this person.
Yeah.
Heroes don't do that. Not really. And Oliver's not a hero; he's a vigilante.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's my prediction. Dinah Drake's gonna get killed, and who takes her spot? Black Siren. That's my prediction.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Damn.
I could definitely see that.
It's too much. That would be fucking crazy, dude.
Do you think Renee's gonna still live, or do you think he's gonna die too?
I still like Renee. All the things that he's fucking done.
He fucking fought Oliver with an axe.
Yes.
It's fucking great.
He did. He literally did. He's fucking. They went dirty. on him. And you know what? I think that they've all made mistakes, and this is their time to make their mistakes. Obviously Oliver's done things that, in the name of justice, that weren't so morally correct. We all know that. And I think it's just time that they make their mistakes right now, and they just learn as a team and learn as vigilantes what the line is, and they fucking learned it because they got their asses handed to them, for the most part. So honestly, yeah, that's my opinion. I'm a big person about I like learning. That's what I'm trying to say. I appreciate the learning aspect. So, yeah, he fucked up. He tried to fucking kill him. Curtis hurt Diggle's arm. That wasn't fucking cool. They all did bad shit, but they're going to learn from this experience. So, they see it.
I have a sneaking suspicion DS is going to bring back Talia al Ghul. That's what I think. Because she's been gone for a long time. So...
True.
Fucking hell.
That's my guess.
Bring back the Talia. And then bring in Huntress. That's all you need to do. That's
Huntress.
What? We just season 1, 2?
Huntress?
2, I think.
Season 2?
I think she was in episode 2.
It's been a long time, but they've been talking about bringing her back forever. And they mentioned her in this season.
And then they had a...
Yeah.
Yeah, they had that little reference. Exactly.
So maybe
they're gonna need help now that Thea and Roy will leave.
Yep. There we go.
They're gonna need some more help.
I'm surprised Willa Holland sticked around this long, because she during season 5 is like, I want lesser time. I want more time off. Oh, okay. I guess there are 10 episodes this season. All right.
Okay. I essentially thought that she was going to be one of the people killed from the island.
I'm surprised they didn't because she wanted off the show. Like she didn't want to be on the show anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah, they reduced her down to 13 episodes last season. And it's like she was in a coma for 9 episodes. So it's like, okay, why couldn't you just killed her? You know? I guess it would not have been a proper send-off because the last thing she does is she's on the island, they're trying to escape, and then she just dies. I guess it wouldn't be a proper send-off for Oliver. And they did say Thea would never die. So technically she's not dying. She's just leaving the show.
Yeah.
So who knows? She might leave with Roy then.
Maybe.
She might actually leave with them.
Nessa's returning, Tony, in the next episode this week. Yeah.
Ah, yes.
Nessa's coming back.
There's gonna be a lot of archers running around. Let me tell you. What?
Oh yeah, that's true. I don't want to say that, Tanner, because that's a spoiler, and that's and Alex is not watching Black Lightning, so we can't talk about that.
Aim out.
Nope.
Okay.
It's really good though.
Yeah, Black Lightning is really good. Yeah.
I did want to talk about Flash though because we got a lot of backlash on one of our episodes.
Uh-oh.
A lot of backlash. I want to know, what's going on here. But okay, so I don't know if you guys know the Blurred Vision. He's on Instagram. He's like a bigger Instagrammer, but he had like created the Quark Sphere, and it had fucking Cisco, and Cisco's like, I don't fucking know what to do. And then it had Caitlin. She's like, helped Cisco get Barry out of the Speed Force. She's like, I don't know what to do. This is in reference to Enter Flash Time, the episode, when he goes to each of them and wondering how to fix this shit. And then he goes to like every single one of them. They don't know what to do. And it goes to Iris, reporter, leader of Team Flash.
Yes.
Team Flash. And she says, I know exactly what to do. And I kind of forgave it because at the point that Barry was at, he told her everything he had done. And it was like, yeah, I exhausted all my my options. So it kind of like leaves only room for so much, which makes sense to me. And then but still, Cisco should have been able to figure that shit out at the very beginning. But so it's just the thing is, it seems like the writers need to gratify her with being smart or correct at the end of every episode in some way.
I see that.
Because at the end of that episode, and I just, mind you, I just said, yes, it made sense to why she was able to do this because all the other options were exhausted. Jay comes out and he's like, good thinking there, Iris. You were right. Nice. And then they have to they have to do a 1-2 punch. You're right, because then Barry's like, by the way, you're right. We have to like take some time off. It's like, okay, all right, we get it. She's right. We understand it. And then next episode, not next, but was Run Iris Run the next one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Of course it was.
Yeah,
so the next episode, the fact that, okay, so when you are a leader, do you think that having to say, well, I'm the leader, is that good leadership to you guys? A person having to say it.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-mm.
You should be unspoken, right? If you're the leader.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to announce it to everyone. By the way, guys, I'm the leader. So, yeah. Just letting you guys know.
For your information, guys, I'm the leader. I make the decisions.
Yeah.
But it's like you became the leader because your man was gone for 6 months. And he's back, and yet you're still the leader. And then it's like, and it took him 16 episodes for her to finally write another blog. So
yeah.
And they waited until 16 episodes for her to go, yeah, I quit my job. Now you tell us. We're wondering.
It felt like a Band-Aid. It feels like they stuck a Band-Aid on that script and was like, there you go. She quit. She just quit, guys. That's it. It's like, okay. could have told us that earlier.
You could have showed that in episode 1 in a montage. She just quits and leaves her job. No, it's just
no.
We're gonna wait until we hear. We're gonna wait till we hear the feedback from the fans, then we'll say, okay, now we're gonna put in this episode that she quit. Yeah, okay.
But yeah, so it just me and Brittany were talking about how, for one, you shouldn't have to say you're the leader. Second of all, to be a leader, I made the point that she's not a leader, she's a boss, because what a boss does is essentially bosses people around, tells them what to do. A leader kind of takes I'll go do this. I'll check this shit out. You go check that shit out. You do this, la da da da. We'll all go to our respective fields, figure out our shit, come back, regroup, and then come up with a plan. That's what a leader does. They kind of set the precedent, get their shit done, and then bring everybody back together. And
I agree.
What I feel like all she does is she just tells more qualified people what to do. That's all she kind of does. And this is man. The level of hate we got for disrespecting the queen was immense.
Especially since 4 people that she tells to do something have powers. One has an alter ego of being Killer Frost. Another one can vibe and actually create a portal to go to somewhere else, whether it's another Earth or just somewhere else. You have a speedster and you have a guy who can elongate his body, stretch it out like Mr. Fantastic, but yet you guys go do what I tell you. You can't figure it out on your own until I tell you what to do.
Exactly. Because you go do that thing that you know how to do. Okay, I don't know how to do it. You do. So, and I'll just look at these satellites. Yep.
I don't know. I still don't fully get how she even acquired the leadership role.
Because she's the Flash. Didn't you expect that?
Honestly, I'll give it this. I understood the fact that she's like, I wanted to take a backseat role because I got afraid when I almost died from Savitar. Yeah, and that part when I was like, okay, I that makes sense. Thank you for explaining that. Or, honestly, to an extent, it didn't have to be explained because it makes sense. An evil fucking speedster came after you and was going to kill you.
That is a time remnant of Barry that looks like Barry.
Which is even worse.
Yeah.
So I get that. But you being the leader of it, that part just doesn't make sense.
I understand the point of where you said that it doesn't need to be explained because we saw it. But I think it would have been better early on if she would have explained that.
Yeah.
And went into detail, because for us, it's like, okay, well, it's implied. Yeah, but if the character doesn't say it, then how am I supposed to know how they feel? How am I supposed to know
how they feel? Is a good, it's a good
one. Like I can't, they can't read. Like Cecile can read people's thoughts, but no one else can. So
right.
Which, by the way, I think that whole mind reading with Cecile, I honestly believe that has something to do with DeVoe. I think DeVoe is doing something with that. I'm not really sure. That's my, or people are saying it's probably because she's pregnant with someone that is going to potentially be a metahuman.
I feel like that is the most random shit that has ever happened on the show.
Yeah,
it is. It really is. It's just fucking
like
out of nowhere.
I don't even see the purpose of it. So maybe you're right. Maybe it's something that will be revealed ending episodes, the ending of the season, but as of right now, I don't see the purpose of it. Maybe, but I don't get it.
Yeah, it's not paid off yet. And
yeah, exactly.
DeVoe, I think DeVoe has something to do with it. But also the biggest thing that we have yet to talk about is who the fuck is the mystery girl? Who is that?
Oh my gosh.
Like, she pops up at the wedding. She pops up again to meet Cisco and Ralph, your best friend, person you love.
Fucking Ralph.
Caitlin. And then she meets Caitlin and Wells, and they claim no one's guessed who she is. I don't believe that's true because everyone's went through who the fuck is this person?
Yeah.
People are saying, is this the villain for season 5? Like, maybe. I don't think so. I could be wrong, but
I don't think so.
I mean, my first thought was that it's Barry and Iris's daughter, granddaughter,
Same.
some sort of relation. But then people were like, well, look how she responded when Caitlin walked by saying, well, good luck with it.
So weird.
Yeah. It's a weird response. But maybe her whole thing was, it was. Like, no, people are like, well, maybe it's because she knows that's Killer Frost. And maybe it's the thing. Maybe in the future, Killer Frost, like, it's not Caitlin anymore. It's just Killer Frost all the time and she's evil again. That could have been the response. Like, well, you're not Killer Frost yet, but you're going to be.
That's true.
That's true.
I didn't think about that because it just because every other time she's like, oh yeah, like what, and then all of a sudden she's just fucking like, yeah, it did. Dun dun dun. It's like, fucking, who are you?
It's the same music they played when they first introduced her in the Flash episode when she first popped up, and she's writing in the little note thing.
Yeah,
the same music played. I'm like, okay, it sounds like an upbeat music, so I don't think it's a villain because it's upbeat, like dun dun dun, like Flash. Like, oh shit, this is like relationship to Barry somehow. But then it's like, we're not going to tell you. I bet she's going to come in handy. I think she's going to be. She serves some side of purpose to defeat Defoe.
It's just so like out of the blue, like just the way she says it too, and like the zoom in on her face. It's like, what? But fucking Ralph, dude, my boy, they cannot stop fucking hating on that motherfucker. Like even this dumbass can fucking do this shit when they put this helmet on his head. He can fucking figure out all this stuff, and then like, oh, fucking Ralph, dude, he fucked that shit up. It's like, especially Run Iris Run. He was like, Iris, you can't fucking do it because you've never been on the front lines. They like making it out to be an ass, and then they're just like, well, Ralph's a dick, so what can you do? And it's like, what the fuck? Like constantly in that episode.
That one part where he's like, I'm gonna go write my will. Like, what? All right.
Fucking great.
It was a good moment.
It's just
no filter on him.
I don't know. It's just like in that episode they're like constantly just walking with them. But the thing that we most got hate for was the fact that we didn't necessarily enjoy the speedster. And the thing is, like, we got it. We understood. This metahuman has this ability. That's fine. But it was just the whole build-up, I think, what it was. The bit, like I was saying, how she had to keep saying it, and how it just seemed like an episode where she's just trying to assert that, yes, this is what's happening, because who knows why, but it is. And they change, and this is like, okay, this is fine. Because it's fine because she seemed like she was having fun with it, and at the end she kind of she reveals all that stuff that we just talked about, and then she finally like Chainsaw said, she finally gets back to blogging. So it was like it was kind of more of like getting hyped up about, okay, really? So she's gonna say all this, and then she gets to be a speedster for a little bit. What is this? And then they kind of gratify it by saying like, hey, like this is why she finally tells her feelings about why she decided to take a step back from blogging and being out in the field. And okay, this makes sense now. But at the beginning, that's when people attacked us because, of course, they don't watch the full video. Because who does? But
it's probably an adrenaline rush for her because all of a sudden she has a speed force. Like there's no build up. It's just boom, she gets hit, just like Barry did in the first episode where he realized he has speed force.
Right.
He didn't know what to do with it, so maybe that was her whole thing where it hyped up her energy, and then she started to realize, okay, I can't do this. Like this is not me. Which interesting because sometimes in the comics, Iris becomes a speedster as well at points.
Right.
So it's like they do it, they give you that from the comic books, but then they go, okay, for our version of Iris, this doesn't make any sense for her, so we're going to take it away. That doesn't mean she's going to get it later. I don't think she will get it later, though. I think it's just a one and done deal. They covered it. Yeah. They tied in with the bus meta situation, and that's it. That's all you have to know.
I agree.
And then we move on. But I think with Iris getting the Speed Force, I was like, okay, I'm not going to prejudge it. The suit looks kind of weird, but we'll see what happens because it's all about context. Like you can show me something and tell me something, but if I don't know the context, I can't. Because people are like, this is gonna be the worst episode ever. Why are you saying that? Just because you don't like Iris? That doesn't justify. Okay, this is gonna be the worst thing ever. Who knows?
Yeah.
And it turns out she was pretty decent as a speedster, and some people were mad they didn't justify it. she had been watching Barry for 4 years being a speedster and seeing what he can do.
Yeah.
So she took that and and then she failed though. She failed putting out the fire. She made it worse. So it's like, he wasn't perfect. So
yeah, no, I totally understood that part.
Yeah, I agree. Like I'm glad that they showed her messing up and not being as good as him for her first time.
Right, no, like she wasn't perfect. That was, and that's exactly what I mean by the episode where it's like, okay, like they're kind of gratifying it by saying like, yeah, but she understands what to do. It's like she's been watching the Flash do it for how many years, and it's not like she did too complicated stuff. She just ran up a stairs, and then when she tried to do more technical stuff, she fell, and then so she's imperfect. So it was good in that.
And then Barry told her exactly what to do to create the tidal wave. They told her exactly what to do. You run out there, run across, and then as you're pulling it, you've got to zigzag and make it the force of it go this direction, and then get the hell out of there when it lands. You better move.
Did anybody see that the bounce when she was running on water?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
that was my favorite. That was pretty good.
The cringiest villain she ever faced, or the show's ever had, was that dude. Now I have fire powers, man. Long live rock and roll. Like, what? Oh God! Thank God that guy got taken out. Jesus Christ, he's terrible.
That was bad.
He was just some dude in a bank. He gets the powers, and he's like, "No, I'm going to stop you, coppers." He called them coppers.
And then he's like an ass. Like he's like, after something like that happens to you, your life is threatened. You're supposed to turn over some kind of new leaf. But he's like, nah, fuck it. Now I have these powers. I'll make the same mistake. It's like, what? You saw this fucker get his powers taken away, and you're just gonna use them to just stand in the middle of a fucking wherever you were. Like he's not even in a bank or anything.
Yeah.
No.
He's just in a courtyard.
Not being discreet or anything.
Yeah. It's like
location. That's what it is. I'm just gonna be in the yard now, chilling. Laura makes a good point here, saying the producers and actors were talking the same thing about Savitar, about the Mystery Girl, saying how no one's figured it out, but yet people figured out who Savitar was. So when they revealed who Mystery Girl is, people would be right. So I guess we'll see.
We'll see. I'm pretty sure we'll find out in the next few episodes.
Yeah. I don't know what else we can. Is there anything else we can talk about the Arrowverse besides
that fucking classic look where fucking Harry's like, did you expect anything else? You remember that?
Yeah.
It was so fucking good. Like that episode made me laugh because those faces that face where like he's like, make a tidal wave, and then she fucking Barry tells her to do it, and then he's just like, yeah, I did that. And then when the fucking guy who can change powers comes into their place, and he's like, where do we start? And it's like, ooh, that's good.
that just sets up that he's gonna get taken by DeVoe.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
People ask the question: are they going to be able to transfer the powers and stuff back to the bodies? No, they're all dead. I don't think there's no way they could do that. The bodies are gone now.
Yeah,
like they're not storing the bodies. Like everyone who DeVoe's killed, they're dead.
They're dead.
They're not coming back.
It's a sad day for Ralphie boy.
Poor Ralph. He's probably going to die too.
No.
Fuck
it.
I don't think so.
He needs Arrow first before all this shit.
Yeah.
Because they need to have one interaction. Where he tries to shoot him with an arrow, and he just takes it out like, it don't work.
Panther King asks if we saw this week's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Nope.
I am not.
I went to go see Gabriel Iglesias.
I did.
I saw Gabriel Iglesias Fluffy last night, so I did not see it. No. The show was really good.
I've been sick up to this point.
You said as well?
He's been
sorry. I've been sick up to this point. Brittany's just barely getting over it, so that's why we haven't watched it. Go. Sorry.
No, I mean, I'm gonna probably see it after this podcast, but I won't react to it because I'm tired and I need to catch up on more sleep because that show was long. And on top of that, a lot of people were drunk at the show, and it got really hectic at the end where people are just yelling out shit at him. I'm like, Oh God, he's gonna get pissed. He didn't get pissed off. I'm surprised. He just
nice.
He just got so frustrated. People just keep screaming out stuff.
Yeah.
But I heard that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is really good. I haven't seen it. I will do a Stardust reaction. Stardust. I will do that. But
this episode was crazy.
Are you saying that I'm going to regret not reacting to it? Is that what you're saying?
Possibly.
God damn it! I don't want to edit for it. Oh God, I don't want to do any work. I just want to sleep.
Possibly because there is. No, I'm not going to say that. But it's.
I heard it's crazy.
I did see the promo.
It's crazy.
I did not. I don't know what's happening.
Okay.
I don't watch promos. I'm not a fake reactor unlike the others. What?
Watch some promos, you fucking asshole.
No, I get that because fans are literally they're like, don't watch promos, man. To spoil shit. I'm like, all right, whatever.
I can't tell you when I watched every single promo. I watched some. Like Arrow, I had to watch it.
Yeah, of course. Because your boy Roy's back. He's not gone yet. You got to see.
Yeah, I got to see. And then this one honestly just came on Facebook as I was scrolling, and I was like, I wonder what all the hype is about. And I kind of just saw some of the scenes. I'm like, fucking hell.
I might have to react to it. I might have to react to it then.
It's you guys already know that this season is pretty fucked up as it is.
Yeah.
So this episode, it's fucked up. Something happens that's just fucked up. That's all I can say.
I'm scared.
We already got that shit with Yo-Yo fucking losing her. It's the worst.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was the worst.
I did not expect that to happen.
Yeah, I thought she got sliced in half though. I was so
can you
afraid.
Imagine the episode after she sees a future version of her without arms, she just dies the next step. Like, wait a minute.
Wow, whoa. Fucking hell, man.
Okay, so we're on it. I don't want to know spoilers for this episode, but the fact that Deke is their grandson, what? What?
Dude.
Are you shitting me?
And then when he realizes it, it's so great.
He literally shit his pants.
Yeah, he's like...
Because literally 10, 15, 20 minutes before that, the apparition mother says the line, like, my mother told me that all the time. And then he hears her say it like, huh? Wait a minute.
Huh? What's going on here?
And honestly, now that I'm reacting to S.H.I.E.L.D. now, and I realized this show is better. This show is better than the Arrowverse, I think. I don't know. It just the characters are consistently great. The story. The only bad part about it was that the first half of season 1 till Hydra reveals themselves, and after that point, the show gets freaking amazing.
It just keeps going this way.
Yeah, it just keeps going up and up and up, and they cover the Inhumans better than the Inhumans show. Like something that should have been easy because they set up the Inhumans on S.H.I.E.L.D. and it's like, well, let's do an Inhuman show about the royalty, Black Bolt, Medusa, Lockjaw. Drop the ball.
Fucked it up good, but it's fine. Yeah, I honestly, I've been wanting to watch that first episode of season 4 for a while now because I just want to see that Ghost Rider scene again. So good. Yeah,
Ghost Rider was one of the best arcs, I think, in the show's history. And I honestly thought, Ghost Rider? Then I saw him like, okay. I regret me going, so good.
It's the best. But yeah.
I can't even put my finger on the best for this show because there's so many good ones. But I will say that I did love the framework.
Oh,
that was good.
I did love the framework.
They found a way to bring Ward back. So good.
Of course. Of course.
Yeah. I think Ward was one of the best characters.
I expected him in that
episode 100
episode.
Yeah. They brought a version of him high, but not really.
Right.
Him. Yeah.
Right. Mike Peterson, man. Just stay, dude.
For real.
Yeah. Is that another show or something?
Maybe.
I feel like he has to be. He's like, because that Deke That
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Deke. Well,
them together would be it's a great combo. It's great.
Same thing with Cameron Monaghan. I think it's how I say his name. Who plays Jerome on Gotham? He's on that Shameless show, so he can't be popping up and elevating Gotham. In my personal opinion, he can't just keep popping up. Like they have to have him for a few episodes. He has to go away because he's busy. So
I have to catch up on Gotham. I'm behind. Dude.
Oh my god! I thought I was gonna get
episodes.
I'm
behind. The last episode that I saw was when you found out that the Riddler tried to kill Lee.
Oh, okay. So,
and
I think you're behind.
I'm behind like 2, maybe 3.
Maybe. I can't remember exactly, but all I know is that, like, I'm really excited for Gotham now. Like, it used to be before, but I'd be like, I want a time jump so I could see Bruce as, Batman.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like the show is just consistently keeps up in the ante, and I thought I would get a little annoyed because they got the actress who played Golden Glider on Flash to come on as Poison Ivy, another iteration of Poison Ivy. And I'm tired of it because you had Poison Ivy at the beginning of Gotham, the very beginning of the show, as a little girl, younger than Selena, it seems, and then she evolves and turns into a young adult Ivy, and then she transforms again into another. I'm like, just stick with one actress and just stick with it. Stop recasting the character, because they probably felt like, oh, we fucked up. We want to use Poison Ivy. We can't use her as a little girl, so we have to keep evolving her into new actors. So it's a pain.
Great.
So, but I was quite surprised. I'm like, this is the best version of Ivy, and I'm not actually annoyed. I'm still annoyed at the changing of actors, but the stuff that she was doing, pretty dark shit. So I can't complain. But this Monday's this past week's episode of Gotham was insane. Like, so many things happened. I know Alex doesn't watch it. Now Alex did watch one episode. Luckily, because I actually watched it recently because I got on a loop. It was last season where Bruce and Alfred had that conversation, and then Bruce says, "I will not kill." It's this epic Batman type moment where the music lifts up, and it's this big moment. And Alex, luckily, was there during that reaction. I'm like, thank God Alex saw this, because it was one of the best moments of the show, because it's like this moment of where they're talking about justice, and Bruce didn't cross the line fighting Jerome, and then it's like, "I will not kill him." And I was like, say it again. The music's lived like that fucking Batman music. I'm like, sweet Jesus, it's so good. Say it again. Say it again. Where is he? Where is he? One of those things.
Yes. Only the best.
Oh, Billy, I'm glad that you brought that up. Okay, so
Krypton. Oh God.
Wait. Hold on.
Krypton.
I know why you're super excited, because I saw that scene. I didn't react to it, but I saw that scene of last week's episode of Gotham, and I understand how it could be a point of getting hyped.
Oh, dude. Oh, you mean the scene last? Well, okay.
This is where I was fucking born.
I'm gonna try to catch up.
Are you talking about last week's episode? I'm not going to say what it is specifically, but last week's episode of Gotham where a certain character puts on a certain suit and starts beating the shit out of people? Is it about that?
No, I'm talking about when he goes down a certain alleyway and he hears from the fucking heavens above, "This is where I was fucking born, motherfucker."
Okay, that was kind of cheesy because the suit looks really dumb. I'm talking about... No, that wasn't last week's episode. Last week's episode had a thing where a certain character... Well, no, because Anthony's seen the point where Bruce puts on a suit and goes out and beats the shit out of people.
Yeah.
So Bruce does that again last week, and let me tell you, it was fucking awesome. Oh. But the one you're talking about...
You don't like that?
No, I didn't like it because, yes, it's hinting towards his future, but it's really cheesy looking because it's just black spandex looking. It's just weird. It didn't look. It looked really like it just didn't look good. It didn't look good. Well, that's
because his like incarnation of, or his like how he sees himself is not how we see it. True,
but it's like if you're gonna give Selena Kyle, who's basically Catwoman at this point, even though she's still a teenager, you're giving her that leather suit with the whip, and you can't give a future version of fucking potentially Batman and can't give him a decent looking shit. Then don't even do it. That's all I'm saying. But I do want to talk about, has anybody here besides me seen Krypton? Anybody? No? Did you see it? No one? I know Anthony didn't see it.
Nope.
Alex, did you see Krypton?
I don't care.
See, that's what I thought. So I watched out of curiosity because we have Brainiac coming. So I watched it, and I'm not 100% invested, but I do want to see episode 2 just because they did a lot of stuff to set up, and they did a lot of course, Superman. They actually said his name, Superman, on the show. You see the cape, you see Brainiac.
How, like, okay, I saw that in the trailer, and
yes.
that just kind of reassured me that I didn't want to even watch it because I'm like, okay, the show's about his grandfather. How the hell are you even talking about Superman?
Okay,
and him having his cape?
Let me just tell you what it is.
Tell me, because I'm not gonna watch it.
It's a guy from the future, or
Adam
from the
Strange.
past, or from the past. Yeah.
Adam Strange has his cape, and he first gives his grandfather this. I forget what it's called. It's like a crystallized device with the House of El, like a Superman symbol on it. And so his mom takes him to the Fortress of Solitude, which is outside of the city, and it's been hidden away. They put it in, and they go in, and then there's this whole thing that happens, a bunch of crazy shit. And then it's revealed, Adam Strange reveals, here's the cape, and he's like, well, why is it? Because you see at the end of the cape, it's slowly starting to burn, like it's disappearing. And he's like, well, what's happening? And he says, this being, and then it jumps to the ship of Brainiac, which looks fucking crazy as hell. Then you see Brainiac, and they're explaining him. He's the taker of worlds, blah, 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 blah. And then you see him for a second, and then it cuts back to what's happening in the Fortress of Solitude, explaining how if he devours Krypton, Superman is no more. And it's this whole thing where they have to, because essentially his grandfather, so Superman's grandfather, his grandfather was trying to tell the world, like Krypton, tell them they're not alone in the universe. They believe that's it. It's just them. There's no one else in the universe. And so when he tried to explain this, he was banished and exiled, and they killed him at the very beginning of the episode. Remember that picture of the old guy with the Superman-looking suit with the beard? He's from Game of Thrones. He's the grandfather that you see, and he's a scientist trying to explain, we're not alone. There's this thing out there devouring worlds, and they kill him because they didn't want the truth to be spoken.
Wow.
And so now it leads to this point where if you don't stop Brainiac, Superman does not exist. And they call him Superman. They say your grandson. Then they finally say Superman. They finally say his name. So I'm like, okay, I'm not 100% invested because at the end of the day, they all still die, even if they prevent Brainiac. But it's an interesting twist where Brainiac could potentially stop Superman before he even exists due to, him devouring Krypton or devouring the planet. So I don't know. I don't know.
Just like if they don't have the guys in it, it don't.
Exactly. That's why I wasn't 100%.
Really
that's why I wasn't invested in Gotham, because Batman wasn't in it. I'm like, what's the point? It's Bruce, but it's not Batman. So,
well, I'm still on that. I'll watch a couple episodes because I'm not gonna be that guy that's like, oh, it's a fucking bad show. That's why I don't watch it. No, it's not a bad show. I just don't care.
You just don't care because Batman's not in it. So what's the point? Yeah. We can see some villains, but it's not Batman. So, and they're not at full power either. Because if they were, then Gotham would be fucked because there's no one to stop them.
Destroyed. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
I will tell you this. I think personally, Metropolis, that DC streaming show they're wanting to launch with Lex Luthor and Lois Lane, that's going to be worse than Krypton because that has nothing to do with Superman yet. That's just
absolutely nothing.
No.
Whew, that is the worst.
I just don't get it.
It's like let's have
the worst idea ever.
Let's bring in all these people that people want to see. Yeah. And then let's make this fucking show about the city that Superman is in, but he's not in it. It's like, okay, it'll be
a thing like in Smallville where at the very end he puts on the suit. At the very end of this Metropolis show, Superman shows up and then it cuts away.
That is the worst ever.
That's exactly what's going to happen.
Stand this.
Superman's going to show up in the city and they're going to cut away, and that's the end of the show. If Metropolis continues, that's what's going to happen.
Like, that's ridiculous. Like, who came up with the idea? Like, oh, let's have a show called Metropolis, but let's have it take place before Superman even gets there, and the main lane and Lex Luthor.
Same people that created Gotham.
Why?
It's the same people. It's the same people.
I don't care. Fucking hell.
But you know what we do care about? Avengers Infinity War.
Oh my lord.
That was a good ass trailer.
It really was.
I watched all of our trailers together, thanks to Mr. Nathan Rojas. And I love how we all lost our shit basically when Star-Lord's like, your plan's the worst. But,
yeah, because it's like we've never seen them on screen together, and they just give us that, and Spider-Man's there too. What?
Yeah, he's just like chilling. Oh, it's so good.
That's what I love about Marvel. It wasn't like a build up at the end where after the post, after the logo, then they show them two on screen together. It's just like, we're gonna show them all the trailer. Fuck it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck it.
Whatever.
They could have hit that until the movie. Like, we're not going to show you the Guardians and the Avengers fully like talking until the movie. Fuck it, full trailer. There you go. There you go.
That. Enjoy that. Like, oh my god.
I'm sure that movie's gonna have enough crazy moments to where they can spare stuff like that to show us.
Oh yeah. What I love the most is the line where Thanos says, "I hope they remember you." And people use that as like, I hope they remember you, talking about other superhero movies coming out this year. I hope they remember you. And then there's even a worse one where it's like, I hope they remember you. And then it's like, that's what Thanos is saying to the DCEU. I'm like, oh.
Damn.
I watched Justice League, actually.
Oh, well.
Yes.
How did you feel about it?
Honestly,
Oh.
I could sit there and be like, okay, this is okay. But at the same time, I'm like, yeah, everybody that we were watching, it's like, Batman just seems like he's like, I'm an old grumpy man. And it's just like, that's who I am. It's like, okay. It just seems like it has so much there, but it doesn't. It's just so much in like, you could tell like all those scenes that we missed.
And
it's, I still enjoy that fucking. I like truth. I also love justice. He's like, that part is cool. I don't know.
There was this thing that came out a couple of days ago called Justice League Ultimate Fan Edit or Ultimate Fan Cut, and it's essentially where a guy has rescored the entire film with Hans Zimmer and Junkie XL score and some Wonder Woman score. He also redid. He changed up the intro to be a dramatic opening, and then instead of having that cell phone thing, it's completely cut. And he re-added in trailer bits that fit right back into the flow to make it look more like Zack Snyder's cut, where it was more dramatic and actually less jokey. There's stuff that's cut out that from Joss. Like, he didn't completely cut out Joss Whedon stuff that's impossible because the film would not work because there's not enough trailer bits to fulfill those Joss Whedon reshoots.
Yes.
So I watched half of it and I actually passed out, fell asleep, so I completely missed the second half. But the first half leading up to before Superman was brought back was a lot better. The music's higher up because he had to remove the audio and then place the music in. So the audio of the actual talking and the music, sometimes it's really hard to hear the actual talking because the music, because he had it at a certain point, because he doesn't have the full editing quality to remove completely the score.
Right.
So it's a little wonky, but I will have to say the first half was way better. And I've been hearing overall it's a way better version of the movie, that you should actually watch this over the, actual release.
Nice.
So, and it's available to download. It's on YouTube. Just type in Justice League Ultimate Fan Cut. The guy's got a link for like a 4.3 gig thing. It downloads pretty quick. You can actually watch it on the site itself instead of downloading it. But
Are we sponsored by him? What's going on here?
We're not sponsored by him. I'm just saying. I'm promoting it just because the thing is, for me, I want to finish watching it, but it was so much better because the tone is more in line with, because I really liked BVS Ultimate Cut. I thought that was a fantastic version. And then it's like Justice League, it's like a complete 180, and it feels so bizarre. And the music, Danny Elfman, after hearing some of the Junkie XL, Hans Zimmer replaced music back into Justice League, they cut Danny Elfman out. I'm like, wow, the music actually does a lot, because the scenes are still the same, it's just the music is shifted. And it's like,
it gives a different tone.
Oh, it does, because the part right at the beginning where Batman, he pulls the guy out and jumps on the parademon, and then they're flying up. The music in this Ultimate fan cut is so much better, and actually makes it feel more intense, like an actual, oh my god, Batman, if he falls, he might die. It's one of those situations. It's completely different because the music, I'm like, wow, music does a lot. Like, it does a lot for a scene. So yeah, I highly recommend it. Go watch it if you can. It's way better. But
yeah, I'm gonna try to do that.
That's
the original cut was all right.
Ooh, Titans. Wait, what did you say about Ultimate Cut? What did you say about Ultimate Cut, boy? What?
I haven't seen the Ultimate Cut of BVS.
You need to watch it, dude.
Literally seen it once in theaters. Batman vs Superman. That's it.
I'm telling you, the Ultimate Cut. You're gonna go. Why didn't they release this version instead? Why? Trust me, it's worth your time. But Titans. All the rumors we're hearing about Titans, I'm like, are you kidding? If this is actually legit, then it's gonna be so good.
Yeah, I can't believe that. I don't know. Did we ever get official word if that episode 7 title is actually the episode 7 title?
It's not confirmed because they're not saying anything. It's just let the rumors flow. You know?
Yeah, let them do their thing, man. I mean, that's what is insane to me about the DC streaming service, because it's like, hey, do you want a show about Titans? Do you want us to bring in characters that CW fucking shows won't ever bring in? Here we fucking go. And then it's like, oh, let's do Metropolis too. It's like, it doesn't make sense. If you just go full force with the fucking shows if you're gonna do this shit. So yeah, I think Titans is gonna be incredible, and I think that we're actually gonna get like Dick Grayson as Robin for like. Honestly, I think they haven't even showed us his Nightwing, and I think they're just going to be flashbacks.
You think Robin's just going to be flashback moments, and then that'd be interesting. Well, I mean, I was surprised too that they revealed the Robin. So I thought, because the rumor was for a while that he was going to be Nightwing, and then it's like, Robin. So maybe, because the rumor is, I don't know if you guys heard about this. I mean, I've been talking about it, but the rumor is that since the rumor of episode 7 is entitled Jason Todd, the rumor was that 2 stunt doubles in a Nightwing and a Red Hood outfit were fighting on a Titan set. I can't confirm that. Like, that was just a lot of people speculating and talking about, oh, I heard so-and-so saw this. But they're claiming that the actor who's playing Red Hood has been on set every single day for like the past 2 weeks or so. And it's like, this might be legit. So the whole idea of Nightwing actually being on the show, we just haven't seen his suit. Finding Red Hood doesn't sound too crazy now, because
that sounds like.
But that would mean Tim Drake exists in the universe, because that means Jason has already been Robin, and then Jason has died and come back as Red Hood. That means Tim Drake is out there with Batman right now. That means So
that's true.
Yeah, that is true.
And that means Damian Wayne might be a little boy right now with Ra's al Ghul.
Oh no.
I'm just saying, there's a lot of connectivity. I'm just saying.
Not that little boy.
That little boy.
Oh, come on, Billy. Titans is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I do think it's going to be awesome.
Billy boy. Okay. Yeah, that just sounds like everything we've ever wanted, which can never be get. They can't give it to us ever, it seems. But
like everything you want, oh, we can't give you this because of this or this.
Yeah, sorry, no, none of that on that show. It's like, oh, you want Green Lantern? We'll tease the hell out of it for a while, but
we can't. We can show you a flight jacket with Jordan on it, but we can't give you Hal Jordan. I mean,
what the fuck? Yeah. And then DC streaming service comes out of nowhere, like, oh, by the way, you want Jason Todd? Bam, there he is, Red Hood.
You guys want Young Justice season 3? Bam, you got it.
You fucking got it.
You guys want Metropolis? No. Okay, you're still getting it. Oh,
fuck. If I have to deal with that just to get this shit, fine. I ain't watching it though.
Just don't watch it. Just skip it.
Yeah, exactly.
That.
That's fine.
Well, speaking of DC, we were supposed to get an Aquaman trailer today. That was the rumor.
Yes, but then I heard
Yeah, we were supposed to get an Aquaman trailer today during a WonderCon at Warner Brothers panel. They pulled it, and their reasoning is not because they're scared. It's because they want more distance between Justice League and Aquaman because they're afraid it's going to really hurt Aquaman because of the mixed response of Justice League. That's the nicest way to say a mixed response of Justice League. So, and James Wan, the director of Aquaman, liked a tweet where a guy said, I think the reasoning why we've not heard anything about Aquaman is because, Warner Brothers is not fucking with James Wan in the production of this movie, and he wants to strategically figure out what he wants to do in terms of marketing, and he liked the tweet. I'm like, okay, are you confirming that Warner Brothers is not fucking with you? Because that's a good sign if they're not fucking with you.
That's what we need.
But I'm telling you this. Since they didn't drop a trailer, they're going to drop a trailer in front of Infinity War. It's the best way to do it. You want to get as many people to watch the Aquaman trailer, you drop it the week of Infinity War so people in that theater will see it. Because that movie is going to...
That would be interesting.
Yeah. Same thing with Ant-Man and the Wasp. They're going to do that too. Another trailer for
Ant-Man
that.
and the Wasp.
Probably a new Solo trailer for Solo, a Star Wars story.
Ah, yes. Solo, a Star Wars story.
So.
I think the funniest thing that I saw with James Wan was in Justice League, like they kind of set the groundwork for Atlanteans, right? How they kind of interact to an extent. And I like how he's like, when I do my dialogue, I'm not going to have big, giant air bubbles. It's like, well, then what was that? Then it doesn't make sense because then in Justice League, why do they use an air bubble? There's no reason for it.
Because I think it was Joss Whedon that did that, I think.
No, yeah, like he made that for the dialogue, but then it's like, if you have this in a movie and then it's like, and then it's the next movie, it's like, well, we never use that. It's like, what was the point? What is the point here, man?
That is true.
So you got to have a clear vision when you're setting up a world. So
Billy posted something. There's been early screenings of Aquaman with negative reviews. I've heard the complete opposite about Aquaman early test screenings.
Yeah, I heard the complete opposite.
Yeah, I've heard it was really good.
No, Billy, we don't care about Scooby Natural. No.
Everyone, no, that meme that was going around about Marvel, Infinity War is the most ambitious crossover. People were posting that. And then, of course, I had to post a picture of me and Alex together. And some guy's like, man, this meme's getting old. I'm like, no, it just gives me an excuse to post a picture of me and Alex.
I saw that one. I'm like, what's the reason to be a jerk about it?
It's like, it gives me a reason to post me and Alex having a fun time.
A fiend time.
Fiend team.
Spaghetti Factory. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a fun time. I hope, seriously, that we can get together at some point.
Get the band back together.
Yeah, because it really was a fun time. If we could be on the other coast and go to the beach, that would be legit.
Legit.
Yes.
Yeah, we just got to figure it out,
No, I've never been more east than Arizona, so
really, okay.
It'd be quite an experience for me to be over there. Yeah.
Just come to my house. It's gonna be small, but you can just come to my house.
Fucking fly in. It's fine.
Yeah.
Run through the actual snow.
I was quite surprised. Flying wasn't that bad because I flew from where I am to Atlanta, Georgia, and then it was like a 4.5 hour plus flight from there all the way to California. I thought it'd be longer, so I was quite surprised.
That's right.
And I was like, okay, I'm in a completely different place now. I don't know where I am.
I actually recently watched the vlog where it was us meeting everybody.
Yes.
And then we had that In and Out when you're at In and Out.
Yes.
And you're just like, fucking, I don't know if he knows I'm here. I'm like, I fucking know all, dude. I know all.
I know. It's like, so it's funny. So we're riding in the car, and so Brianna calls Brittany, and so Brittany starts going on and on about something, and Brittany just keeps talking. So I grab the phone for Brianna, just waiting for her to stop so I can yell at Brittany, scare the crap out of her. And then she finally stops for a second, and I scream, and I say something like, "Get your ass over here," something like that. And she screams. And then it's like, okay, I won't tell Alex. We're just gonna go and meet up. I'm just gonna say Brianna. And then he's like, I know. Why would we be meeting Brianna on the day he flies in? I know he's here. Come on. But we were kind of hoping you didn't know.
Oh my god, that was awesome.
That's hilarious.
Wait a minute. Panther King just says, I started watching Batman the Animated Series today, just now. Holy crap. How have you held off not watching that amazing animated show? So good. Hey, come on now. It's Batman the Animated Series. It's one of the originals.
Fucking Billy, dude. He's going.
Billy and Demolition. Dawn of Comments. Dawn of Grammar.
God. Exactly. You know? Those fuckers going wild in the comments. Yeah. Of course they are. Yeah, it's funny because I actually grew up with like a giant Nightwing action figure when he had the fucking mullet from Batman the Animated Series. It's so good, but so bad because that mullet is terrible. But, dude, Panther King, fucking enjoy that shit because it is.
It is
beautiful.
What I love so much about it is that literally the show starts off with Man-Bat. The most unlikely character they start off a show with. They start Man-Bat.
Fucking Man-Bat.
Man-Bat.
Okay. Fucking Billy, like, I love Scooby-Doo. I grew up with that shit. Like, I watched all those damn movies, but it don't matter.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
It don't fucking matter, man.
God, don't dog on my Scooby Natural. Alex, get it? Dog, Scooby, woof. What the fuck?
Whoa. No, fucking.
I just don't care because I Supernatural. It's gone for so long. Like I just don't get it. Call me crazy. I don't get it.
Okay, so Infinity War, like I think through all of our trailer reactions, we kind of got what we want to say. Yeah, I mean, it just seems too up in the air to kind of make predictions and stuff.
Only thing anybody wants to ask about Infinity War talk is who do you think is going to die? I've heard that a million times.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like they've said from day one, whoever dies in Infinity War, it's permanent. There's no bringing people back. They're dead. They're done. Now, if there's a whole situation where they're dead in 3 and they come back in 4 because it's another time period because there's rumors of it being a time travel aspect, then that's different because they're dead in the current timeline. But if they're dead in 3, they're not going to come back after Avengers 4. They're done. Like the contracts are over. They're moving on. Like we got Captain Marvel coming. You know, eventually they're going to announce Fantastic Four and X-Men once they get the rights back. They're going to get them.
Yeah.
Spider-Man's going to continue. Doctor Strange 2, Black Panther 2. We're a continuing universe. We just won't have these major hitters that started off the universe because we've covered all their stories. Yeah, I would love to see Robert Downey Jr. continue into Phase 5 and 6, but at a certain point, that character has ran its course because they've done so much with him in like 7 or 8 movies. So, what more can you do?
They really have. Exactly. They really have.
Do you think Hawkeye's going to be in there? No,
yeah, he'll be in the 3rd movie. It's just he's not going to have a big role. He'll be. That's what I thought.
I think he's going to be in there, but yeah, I mean,
they said that whoever doesn't have a big role in 3 will have a big role in 4. That's how they're switching it because there's so many characters. It's possible that for all of them have big parts.
Right.
So it's like if a character this character didn't have a lot of screen time in 3. Wait till 4 in a year. They'll have more. They'll have a bigger role. Okay, because Ant-Man and the Wasp takes place in between 3 and 4. So they apparently have some sort of role in 3, but they're probably not going to have a big role until 4. Captain Marvel, a rumor is Captain Marvel will be at the end of 3 or not at all, and then she'll be in 4. So, there's all that. My guess is Doctor Strange is probably going to be a lot in 3, and then maybe not a lot in 4, or not at all. Like, there's just so much going on. You can't have every single character in both movies. It's just impossible because they're covering 60+ characters alone in this movie.
Right.
So in 4, who knows what that's going to look like? I don't know. We don't know what it's going to be.
Correct.
So Billy,
that is so true.
Billy's so adamant about Hawkeye not being in there, and the fact it's like, okay, I get what you're saying. He thinks that Spider-Man is gonna die because we all see on the trailer he goes up with the fucking machine, right?
Yep.
You think he'll die there in space, and then fucking Doctor Strange will turn back time, and then
that's what's beginning of the movie, I think.
In the ultimate, yeah. So I don't know, Billy, man. I don't know where you're going with this. Who are you?
Think about it. The whole part where he turns around and he sees the Q ship, as they're calling it, the Q ship. And then he's on it, and then in the TV spot, he has his regular suit on, and then we see Tony Stark shooting up there to the Q ship, and then all of a sudden we see Spider-Man with the Iron Spider suit. Yeah. He's not going to die. That's towards the beginning of the movie. That's when Thanos first shows up on the planet or whatever. Like, he's not going to die. If they kill Spider-Man, it's like, okay, you killed him just to bring him back because we know he has a second movie coming in 2019. You can't killing him makes no sense to me personally. Because it's like, oh, it's his third movie in the universe. He's gonna die. Gonna bring him back. It's wasting time.
Exactly.
So don't do it.
There's no impact from his death.
Exactly. Impact. That's what they're trying to rectify because everybody says there's no impact in the MCU with death. So that's what they would totally rob everything if they were trying to do with this by just, hey, oh, Spider-Man's dead, and everybody's like, what the fuck is happening? And then he's back to life, and it's like, okay, that's
wasting time. Yep.
That's not the point of this movie.
Killing him, wasted time, and then bringing him back and forth, wasting more time. So and then so also the thing, the Russo brothers have confirmed Hawkeye is in the movie. Look, he's in the movie. He's just not. They're just not. I don't think they're just going to show him. He's a secret role. And then
he was in that poster, that one giant 3 thing. He wasn't like. So it's not. They're not. There's his face. He ain't in it though. But that doesn't make any sense.
And also to answer Billy's thing about he's saying that the Russo brothers crushed his dreams when they said it's basically impossible to include the Defenders or Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Yeah, because on top of that, now you got to go through other means. You got to go through the TV people. You got to go through their scheduling. It's impossible. And on top of that, they said we have 60+ characters in Infinity War. How are we supposed to get like 10, 15 more people? And there's no way. It would just and honestly, not to be a dick, I personally have said before that I would like it. But you're taking away screen time from the movie if you're showing Defenders and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. fighting things. Like it's taking away time from all of the other, because they're not in the films. Coulson was in the films, but Coulson was in Phase 1, and he's been out since the end of Phase 1.
Right.
He's not appeared in the movies. He's been out. You include them, you're taking away 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes of screen time for Thanos or somebody else or another arc or something going on over here. So it makes sense. They're going to deal with the ramifications. Their shows are going to deal with the ramification of Infinity War.
Right.
But you just don't have to show them. You don't have to.
It does suck, but yeah.
Focus on the movies.
Can't do it.
Yeah.
Cannot do it.
Because if you put them in the movies, then that's how you screw up with storylines for the TV show.
Yeah, that's also true. Yeah, keep that in mind. Making that shit.
You know.
Oh man. But yes.
Yes.
It shall be good. Yes, I had this pencil. Who knows why? You know what? Speaking of shows though, I am actually really excited for Cloak and Dagger.
Ooh.
Because Runaways was that fucking good. And it's about kids sitting there talking to each other. And it's that fucking good. Like,
he's like, well, fuck, if it worked on a Hulu show, it definitely has to work on a Freeform show.
It will, yes. Because they actually have, like, legitimate powers in this.
Well,
it's gotta work.
Come on now. They have legitimate powers on the Hulu. They just didn't have the budget. They spent all their budget on that fucking raptor. Let's be honest.
Yeah. That raptor was good though.
That's true. There were some moments where the raptor looked kind of wonky because it was obviously CG, but I'm like, other parts I'm like, wow, this looks really good.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh shit.
Okay. But I mean, my thing is, if the show was that successful for season 1, it has a season 2, it's coming. You better give it a more of a budget so we see more of the cool shit. Because it's like,
probably will.
Because if the dialogue was boring and the characters were not that good, that show would have tanked because 90% of it is talking.
That's it. That's the show.
Yeah, it's the show.
And characters. If you
the Runaways talking edition. You know.
Did you watch it all, Anthony?
You need to.
I heard I do.
You're gonna be blown away by the fact that I'm watching a show where literally 45 minutes out to 50 minutes is just talking, but yet I want to hear more.
Yeah, you want to hear more. Wait, where? Like you're like, where am I? What the fuck is this? Oh man,
it's one of those shows where you're impressed by. Wow, I just watched an entire season of a show where literally 10 minutes was powers, and the rest of it was like just dialogue and just oh fuck, our parents are evil. Oh shit, the kids know. It's a whole mess. And it's like, oh god, how are they gonna get out of this? What's gonna happen? Yeah,
I don't know how the Duke boys are gonna get out of this one.
Find out next week. Find out on the next episode, Dragon Ball Z. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, a lot of talking, a lot of.
Well, I think that Cloak and Dagger is gonna be good because they show that they can do a teen drama, make it good, but. And they have the Roxxon Corporation in there, which has been kind of connected to Daredevil and such. So I think that they may be able to tie some more stuff in too, which would be cool.
It would be nice to actually see. What I would like to see in the future is more connectivity with the Marvel shows outside of Netflix connecting to the Netflix shows. Because, I mean, that connection there alone, and I think, honestly, Cloak and Dagger would work on Netflix if because it's going on Freeform. But hypothetically, let's say Freeform doesn't want it for season 2. Netflix could technically pick it up for season 2 and bring it over and then connect it that way. I mean, they're doing some connective where in Luke Cage season 2, Iron Fist shows up. So there's, that. So they could find a way to connect, maybe even Runaways. I mean, they're across the United States at this point.
Yeah.
They could find a way to find some connective tissue to where, hey, Cloak and Dagger runs into the Runaways. He runs into the Runaways.
And then they talk.
They talk for like one scene. Oh, that's the greatest moment ever. They all talked and they walked away. Wow.
Well, the worst part about that show was at the end. There was a bus to New York. I'm like, yes, go there.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, like, oh. But wait, what if they're running away to New York?
That's what I was hoping, man.
Yeah.
It's like, get on that bus to New York, go.
Long ass run. They'll get on a bus. They'll get on a bus later, next town over. They'll get on the bus.
Exactly.
Wait, what?
Anthony?
Are you're frozen, buddy? He's got that smile going,
He's got that.
Oh, we lost him. Oh fuck, we lost Anthony.
Damn it. Fucking hell, man.
Try to get him back.
All right.
I'll send him a link. But the point of where it's like they just talk all the time. That show should not have worked.
Exactly.
It should have been like Inhumans. Inhumans actually had more action moments, but the action was terrible. So
maybe that saved the show. That they're just like, you know what? If we do this action, it's not going to look great. So let's just do this. It's like, oh hey.
Okay.
Because I don't know where Cloak and Dagger are located. That's what I'm most excited to know about.
They haven't said.
Like, where's their set? Where are they set in?
Maybe they're I don't know, because the Runaways are set in California.
Yeah.
The Netflix Daredevil, the Netflix shows are set in New York. I'm surprised. Like, the thing is, though, they're all set in New York, but yet they never run into each other. I'm like. And Kristen Ritter fucking playing Jessica Jones. Why would you, before your show even premieres for season 2, why would you go out there and say, "Yeah, I don't think the Defenders is going to have a season 2. I think it was just a one and done." Like, why would you do a one and done for the Defenders? What are you talking about?
The Defenders.
It's what they're doing is they're going to wait till Luke Cage. Iron Fist season 2, and they're gonna wait for Daredevil season 3, and then they're going to announce before the last show premieres. They're gonna go, oh, by the way, guys, we're doing Defender season 2. Punisher's gonna be there.
Yeah,
great. And we're gonna bring in we're gonna introduce some new characters too, because I think they're going to expand the Netflix shows. Like they keep saying, we're not gonna do any more Netflix shows for the foreseeable future. I don't believe that unless the Disney streaming service in 2019 is going to be hosting new Marvel shows, because they've said the Netflix shows are not moving. It said it would just be too much of a mess. We're not going to do it. So are you implying that you're going to have shows on the Disney streaming service that's in the MCU or in the universe,
right,
that are going to be introducing more characters, or are you going to allow there to be more characters introduced within the Netflix Marvel shows to expand that? Because I mean, Netflix and Disney are still on that deal. Like they're still partnering. So can they continue that partnership? I don't know. I would like them to. But there's someone asked about New Warriors. Did you hear about that new Warriors show with Squirrel Girl? That live action show they're doing? Yeah, it's like the show was going to air on Freeform. Freeform dropped it, and then now they're shopping it around. They've been shopping it for months. That tells me no one wants it. And it's like you went through all this trouble of casting everybody, shooting, and then you lose the network that's going to air it. That tells me that I think the Disney streaming service is going to pick it up, and it's going to host it, because if Netflix ain't biting, no one ain't biting, because Netflix will just take anything. They're like, fuck it. Hey, hey. I don't know, dude.
Yeah, you just like smiled.
Yeah, you smiled and you're like, huh, and then you laughed.
And then you go.
We were talking about the new Warriors show with Squirrel Girl live action they're doing. Did you hear about that?
We can do what?
A new Warriors. They're doing Squirrel Girl and a bunch of other characters. Going to be a live action show.
Nope, didn't hear about that.
They casted a bunch of people. They've been shooting it, and they were supposed to air on Freeform. Show got dropped. They're trying to shop it around, but they've been shopping it for months, which tells me the show is probably not going to get picked up. So, yeah. Then they're doing a new animated show with Squirrel Girl and Quake, which Chloe Bennett's also voicing Quake for this. And they're calling her Ghost Spider, but it's Spider-Gwen, but they're calling her Ghost Spider. I don't know why. Lockjaw's going to be in it. But I don't know. A lot of Marvel stuff coming. From what I'm seeing. Yeah, let's see. Ooh. I would prefer a new Defenders lineup with Punisher, Electric, Ghost Rider, Robbie Reyes, and Moon Knight. Ooh.
But that can't work.
I would like it to work.
You can't just shove characters together.
But I want it. I want it. Come on.
These characters don't work that way. No, sir.
Yeah, I know. Stupid shit. I get it. All right. I want it though. I want it though. And I have a feeling that it's gonna get to the point where people are gonna feel like it's too much. It's too much superhero shit. You know?
Yeah, maybe.
But we're in the age of where superheroes are like earning the money. But
yeah,
it's exactly. But it's like the CW. It's not even the CW network. It's the CW-DC network, or the DCW network. Like it's all the shows that are working in the DCW network, because it's like there's only a few shows that last on the CW for one season past it, and it's at the Arrowverse and now Black Lightning. You know, that's the shows that work.
Riverdale.
But then CW dropped the ball by not picking up its the adaptation of Sabrina the Teenage Witch that was going to tie into Riverdale. Netflix picks it up because the CW drops it.
Yeah.
Oh, someone's coming to get you. What's going on?
Yeah.
I knew it.
Shh. Top secret.
Quiet. Shh.
Oh shit! They're looking for me.
Oh. Whoa. Oh. They find out you're a reactor. They're coming for you.
Yes.
We got cracking as reactors.
Get those reactors.
You know. Yeah, and then I heard they were picking up that pilot for Coolsville on the stuff.
Wait, what?
No. Oh, just kidding.
I heard CW's picked up what life sentence about this girl that was supposed to die, and they're like, "Oh, you're cured of a disease. Now we get to see your life afterwards." I'm like, "What?" And it's like Valor, that army show that just failed. They dropped that. Like, oh, we're not doing that anymore. How the fuck does that show Jane the Virgin still? How is it still in the air? It's about a girl losing her virginity. I don't understand how that's still a thing.
And all the fucking CW promos, it should be like fucking Arrow and fucking Flame.
Yeah.
And then fucking Jane the Virgin.
Ugh.
Twirling her fucking umbrella or whatever the fuck. It's like, what? How are you here? How are you here?
I don't get it.
Ridiculous. I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah.
I'll tell you guys what I'm excited about. I'm excited for this Star Wars fan film that some guy's making. I've been hearing about. I'm just saying. I've been hearing a rumor. There's this reactor wanting to make a Star Wars fan film. It might be bad. I don't know. Who knows?
It might be awful, but
it might be terrible. I've been hearing some rumors.
Yeah, how's that going? I saw your little
the robe's actually right over here.
Ooh! Yes.
Let me grab it.
The robe?
It's in a little bag. In this nice little bag here. It is quite nice, I will have to say.
Nice enough to where, like, walking around the house at night, just like.
It's creepy. It would be creepy, but like it's darker. Yeah. It's darker brown than I thought it would. But I do like the fabric is really good, and it's like $20-something in shipping. And I ordered for 5 to 7 day shipping, and I ordered it on Tuesday, and it came in on Thursday. I'm like, okay, I'll take it.
Yeah.
And let's just say the script is done, and let's just say we are looking at casting some people. So we'll see. Yeah, let's just say that my director sent while I was in bed at a hotel after seeing Fluffy last night. He sends me at 1 a.m. a list of 5 people for each of these roles, and the potential of them joining. I'm like, oh my god, this is actually going to happen. Okay, good choices. And I'm like, I still have ideas in my head of what I could still do with the movie, but what we have right now, I think, is pretty good. So we'll see. But I'm nervous as shit because once a trailer comes out for it, like an actual trailer, once we're done shooting, I'm like, oh god, here we go. Here's the first taste. How are people going to respond to this? Then the movie I'm scared about too, but I have to do it for myself. I feel like all I do on YouTube is just reactions and live streams, and I don't do anything else. It's like I'm not doing anything creatively. I'm just watching someone else's work. I'm not doing anything for myself. So I don't know. We'll see. And honestly, I think with Anthony, with his stuff that he's done, that shows his creativity. Like he's created this series. They were still wanting another one. So, but the fact that you went out of your way, Anthony, to do that when you could have easily not done it shows that you want to do something more than just sitting in front of a computer with a camera on your face.
Yeah.
And that's kind of, it's kind of me too. I probably should have thought about this first. Like, I want to do a Star Wars movie. Oh wait, we have to do so much to get ready. Fuck. Why couldn't I have just made a story about just people? No, they all have to wear outfits and they have to have robes and lightsabers. Fuck. Okay. Money.
Okay, all right.
Money get thrown. Literally just money. Just
the seat.
Ugh. But it's okay.
You want to take a seat?
Yeah. Oh, hello.
Hello there.
Spoiler alert.
Still sick.
Enters the frame for 1 second. Sorry. That was great. No, I just have a very small cough. But yes, speaking about great costumes, I had a great one this last movie that we had the pleasure of shooting.
Oh.
The legendary purple coat from Joker. From Suicide Squad's Joker.
It was? Same one?
Yes, it's his costume
one. I didn't know it was Jared Leto's Joker. Okay.
Yeah,
okay. Check it out. They literally got that costume and then cut out the torso part because it has that weird fucking tattoo shit. They cut that out and just gave me the coat.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
That's what they did. So
it was so colorful, Alex.
I know, yeah.
So colorful.
The purple man. That's
purple. They should have called you Purple Man.
Yeah.
It's pretty epic.
Yeah.
We still have Origins to film.
Yeah. Well, Jordan's just talking about filming his Star Wars.
Yes, I'm so excited for your film.
I'm so nervous, but I'm ready.
Don't be nervous. You like the production value already that's going into it, and how much time you're spending on it, and the dedication. It just shows, and it'll just reflect when your film finally comes out. And it's. I know.
I'm just like my biggest thing is the trailer comes out. Okay, cool. But because I know I'm not gonna say you need to react to my movie, but when people react, like I'm gonna be watching like this. Okay. Oh God. Because if they don't respond how I was expecting, like fuck, I dropped the ball. Because I wrote it. I'm the one writing it. So.
Is that how you felt, Anthony? Too? Awesome. Wrote you like your stories.
Yeah, Anthony. How'd you feel about when you release your stories? Like Brittany was saying, did you ever get that sense of, oh God, how people are gonna respond to this, or is it just like, I'm just gonna put it out there?
No. Nervous out my ass.
Wow, I've never thought. I thought, whenever you put those out,
especially the very first one, I was petrified to put that out. Then, like once the chapter started coming out, then the other parts started coming out. I got a little bit more comfortable. But then when I did this new story, the nervousness kicked right back in since it was totally different from the first one. And I was like, shit, how are people gonna like this? This don't got nothing to do with powers. Like, how are they gonna receive it? So yeah, the nervousness is always gonna be there.
Especially when you do something different. It's like, okay, they like this one thing, but what happens if I switch it up and try a different approach and take away something that adds something to my story with the powers? So like, what if I take it away? What does that do for the reader?
Exactly.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, your story turned out great, Anthony. I loved all the chapters.
Thank you.
Well,
they are really good. Always.
And Jordan, like I said, your Star Wars fan film. I don't even know what direct. You haven't told us anything either.
Of course not. It's funny because I'm sitting there, and here's a funny thing. Here's another little sneak peek. So I have the story done. I already know how the second one. If we ever make I know how the second one goes. I know how it ends too.
Nice.
That's how far ahead I'm thinking. And
that's really smart.
And what's funny is my friend, the director, he came over on Monday before Legends, and I was at Constantine. What it was. And so he didn't read the ending until he was over at my house. He read the ending. He's like, okay, well, yeah, you know.
What can I say?
But it's exciting, to actually do it. Because I sat there and watched Crisis of FR Earths 2, and it's like, I saw this dude with this purple thing. I'm like, I want to do a movie now. I saw that. I'm like, all right, I can do anything now.
And a steel Joker's jacket.
Yeah, maybe.
I did not know it was Joker's jacket. I didn't know that.
I did not piece that together.
It's pretty great.
Fun facts.
Fun little facts from the see it.
Wasn't it Nathan Rojas who posted that thing, or that Marvel the most ambitious crossover, and then he posted the picture, or was it someone else that did that? The photo of you guys.
Thomas Grant did.
Yeah.
Thomas Grant.
I saw that.
Well, speaking of doing other things other than just sitting in front of a camera or in a computer, I think one of the coolest things that we've ever done, besides like helping the film, like on our own channel, was when we did the intro to One on the Punisher trailer. People had a good response to us actually playing music, so that was actually pretty cool to see.
I just get nervous playing music and playing guitar. Just because I'm always nervous about people like judging me. It's like, because like I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, I know how to play guitar, I'm like really good at it. But like I know how like chords, and I'm learning how to do picking and stuff. I just doubt myself too much sometimes. But like That's something I definitely want to do more for our channel, like do covers and stuff.
Yeah, you know what, Basil, I was actually trying to learn yesterday.
Yeah.
Spit out the bomb.
Yes. They better play that at my show in October. I swear, they better.
Honestly, been listening to it like almost consistently because it's that good. Yeah, because like when you first said it, I was like, oh, "This is like, what is this song?" And then I see like there's kind of like a lot of fans saying like, "Oh, this is one of the best songs from Metallica in like years." And then I look at the actual video, and that's what people were saying, and I'm just like, "Okay." And I was listening all the way through. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna try and learn this. I'm gonna try and learn this little bass solo right here because it's fucking beautiful."
Of course you do. Yeah.
Well, I learned all My Friend of Misery. I learned the whole thing. Got it down.
Didn't you say? Hold on a second. Didn't you say you were going to play the Orion bass solo during a podcast?
It's funny because at the beginning of this podcast, I was going to say that. That's what I was going to mention.
Sure you were.
That's the thing. No, when I said I forgot, right when you said we're live, and I said, oh, I would like to.
Want me to get it?
Sure.
Okay. We're going to get this right now.
Oh,
You're
it's
right
really
there.
happening?
Yeah, you got to put him on the spot. That's what you got to do with Alex. You got to put him on the spot.
That's the only way to get this fucker to do anything, right? Put this piece of shit on the spot, right?
This fucker. That's the first thing I said when I pulled up and started the hangout before we went live. I invited Alex. Alex jumps in. I'm off camera, so I went to go get chocolate milk, which was really good. And I come back and I hear him talking. I'm like, "Hey, what's up, fucker?" He's like, "I don't see him." Oh, there he is. Like, what's up,
because I was like, because when I load in, I'm like, yes, nothing.
Nothing.
I knew it.
Oh man,
it had to happen.
Are you working tonight, Anthony?
My weapon.
Yes.
That's why you had to do it early.
Sorry.
My weapon.
That's why you had to do the podcast early because you have to work tonight.
I don't know if they can hear without me.
Makes sense.
You want to talk while I go get the amp then?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah. Special guest appearance.
Hey.
Special guest appearance. Okay.
By the way, you guys look awesome. You look spiffy today.
Well, you know.
Very much.
Yeah, you know.
I was hoping if I did my hair and my face that I would feel better. It's
not so much. Not so much.
Yeah. Everyone's like, "Where are you? Where's you guys' reactions?" Like, when I'm done dying, I'll let you know.
People don't get it. People are like, you have to react every single day. Well, people have personal shit, you know?
Yeah.
Getting sick is a pain.
I wish I was watching the shit. Believe me. But I don't think you want to just watch an episode of me watching shit, puffy-faced, just coughing up a storm. And you barely understand anything I'm saying.
Yeah, it's like a big moment happens on a show, and you cough, and you're not looking, and you completely miss something. And it's like, well, you just missed that. So
exactly.
In the comment section, like, why would you react if you're sick? Like, you told me to.
I can't win.
You told me to. You told me to. Exactly.
It's kind of weird seeing Alex with short hair. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's kind of weird.
I was the one that actually told him to go get his haircut. It was my bad.
Are you taking blame for this?
Well, everyone's just like freaking out over his hair. It's like, I'm sorry. I came home last Friday I came home, and the first thing he does as soon as I come home, it was like a long day. I was out all day. And no, listen, this is what happened, Linda. And like, he comes over, like I come into the room. First thing he does, he goes, "Baby, here." And he holds out like a hair tie. I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Put my hair in a ponytail." What?
Funny. Stop it.
And reluctantly, I stood up on the stool because I couldn't reach his like head. And so I stand up and I put his hair in a little ponytail. And he was very proud of himself, and he's running around with his hair in a ponytail. I'm just like, he needs a haircut. He needs it bad. My God, what have I done?
Question is, did he like go in saying I want my hair short, or he just said just cut? Like, what exactly did he do?
I think he had a plan. Like I told him, like, we're getting your hair cut, and he's like, nice.
It sounds like you're talking like a little kid. We're getting a haircut today. Oh, sweet.
He told me, he's like, oh, I know how I want it cut. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, what did you say? He's like 3 and 4. I'm talking to you, my love.
Switched it.
Uh-huh.
I said like 6.
6, 4. Okay.
That's
what I wanted.
2x4. 4 at the top, 2 on the sides. That's what I do.
4 on the top, 2 on the sides.
Yeah, that's what I go. Yeah. Oh, he's getting ready. He's getting his amp turned on. He's ready to rock. Yeah.
He's ready to rock.
Rock, yeah. Oh, Anthony came on a weird podcast. I didn't think it was going to happen, but now.
Yes, I'm grateful.
Grateful.
I can say I was here for it.
Yeah, you were here to see this moment. We've been waiting for like months to hear this.
He's so talented.
We're not just people who react to shit and aren't talented.
Yeah.
We have other skills too.
That's actually good. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I love it when he plays.
Really?
Friend of misery. All right.
That's what I'm
talking about. Yeah.
Awesome.
Write your own bass solos, man.
Like now he's just showing off.
Yeah.
Ah. Oh, nothing.
Look at that wall. There's a Spider-Man mug on there. There were some Funko Pops.
That's our bookshelf next to our wall.
Yeah.
Wait, people think we actually have an all-blue room. We don't. Spoiler. We just zoom in on the camera so you just see the blue wall, which he picked out. Now that's all my books on my library.
Library.
My library.
By the way, he made a good choice with that blue. That's a nice blue.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
He said you made a good choice on the blue. Oh Jesus.
Oh no.
Hold on. Well, yeah, I know. It's my library except for this one row that's all like his comics next to the Marvel mug where his Spider-Man mug is. That's all his comics. I only have like 10 out of the 150 that is his. And they're all Spider-Man.
Of course they are. Gotta have some Roy 75%. Too. Gotta have some Roy too.
Oh, we're adding. We're definitely adding to the collection.
Could you guys hear it?
Pretty crystal clear.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't count.
We can hear it.
Oh man.
I mean, I didn't hear it at all.
The hell? I don't know what else to talk about. We've covered a lot of stuff today.
Florida.
Well.
Oh man.
End the podcast here, and we could do a bit of streaming.
Ooh, streaming what?
Some video games.
Ooh, you streaming some video games? You want to play some video games, bro?
Maybe.
Oh, don't matter.
I'm on that Minecraft.
Minecraft. I don't have it for PS4. I could.
Oh shit! Seriously?
Yeah, I have it for Xbox One and 360, but not PS4.
Yeah, me neither.
No. But yeah, whatever. I don't care. I do need to make a thumbnail for this podcast though. I gotta use a picture of Anthony. I gotta make a thumbnail.
Oh, he's all smiling.
Yeah.
He's like, picture.
Oh man.
Ready.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But yeah, it's been fun. It was fun, I guess. Covered a lot of shit. Anthony dropped out a bit.
I did.
He doesn't like us that much, but he comes back. You know, he's like, I feel bad for those guys. Come back.
Stop.
Pop back in.
But yeah, definitely.
But it's fine.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts? Anything to say? Really?
No, that's pretty much all I gotta say. Just smile and wave.
Smile and wave.
Just be positive no matter what. You know. Well, I guess that'll be it.
All right, guys.
That's the podcast. It's been fun, guys. I know it's kind of a weird ending, but you know, at a certain point, what else do you have to say? What else can you say?
Yeah,
that's true.
We had a good time.
Awesome.
Yeah, you know, you should come back on anytime you want.
Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed yourself, Anthony.
I did.
Yes. And
thank you for having me.
Of course, yeah.
You were one of the first people we wanted on when we had this idea of doing a podcast. Like, we want that dude with that channel on the podcast.
Guy.
Yeah, that guy. Last name Knight, first name Anthony. He reacts to Ruby a lot. He
does.
Starts off calm and collected like he always does, but then he gets hyped as shit and he goes, "What? Holy shit!" I love that.
That sounds about right.
I rewatched the what was it? The Batman v Superman trailer 2 compilation I made for the channel for the Reactors League, and Anthony in the corner at the end after Doomsday, what? Like it's that moment where he's like his hands in the air. He's like, he can't. The hype intensity is just too much for him to handle.
Yeah.
Like, wait a minute, dude! I was watching a BVS trailer, not a goddamn Doomsday trailer. Wait a minute. What just happened? It was a good moment.
It was.
Anyways, guys, it's been fun. We will talk to you guys later. Of course, if you're not subscribed to Anthony Knight's channel, go check him out, Anthony Knight, on his channot. And if you're not subscribed to Electric Brit Smash, I understand because Electric Brit Smash is a fake reactor channel. But if you want to support a fake reactors channel, go over to Electric Brit Smash.
You know, if you like that sort of thing.
Yeah, you like that sort of thing.
All right, guys. Thank you much.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching. We will talk to you guys later. Peace out, everybody. Bye.